Hey everyone, welcome back to JTR II. Well, I was just about to go to bed because some of us do have to get up early in the morning and go to a job. And I saw that I missed a notification from the Zigster. I had to resubscribe to get notifications, and believe me, it hurt to do. So she says, quick message about the loan. Not looking at the comments, very short video. And it is indeed, it's only 14 minutes, 26 seconds. So I figured let's do a real live reaction because that's a pretty easy video to kick out, isn't it? All right, let's do it. Is she silent or do I have audio issues? Oh, there she is.
Guys, this is just going to be a very brief video. I'm not going to be on long, and I'm not going to be looking at the comments either. I've got a few.
The head in the sand, la 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 la, fingers in the ears. I'm not going to look at the comments. I don't want any feedback at all. Her fragile ego literally can't take it.
Screenshots, emails, and clips, guys. And I'm just going to address this quickly without trying.
Can I just say, Ziggy, just get off YouTube. I mean, you're done here. You are done here. I noticed you pulled a Tiffany Marie and you're trying to, ease your way back in by posting missing children. Coming from you, it's extra insulting because we know you don't give a damn about kids, period, let alone missing kids, unless you can exploit them fully or find a fake CPS worker to give you a false report that you can tell thousands of people about. But that's a page right out of her book, isn't it? Yeah.
To get heated or anything because I really don't want to talk about this stuff.
I want to avoid everything.
And when I come back to YouTube, I want it to be strictly about true crime.
Oh, okay.
Or
see, that's the problem. You should not be covering true crime. You are wholly irresponsible in every possible way that you attempt to cover true crime. Ziggy, these are actual victims. There are actual people involved. Think about how you felt when you were at U-Haul. There are people like that who are living that because their child is missing. That despair, what am I going to do? But instead of those parents putting themselves in that position, like you did, you took an Uber there and got dropped off with no phone charger. It's totally not their fault. And those are the people you're going after. You don't know how to handle true crime. You don't have the capacity to know how you make other people feel.
Or just basically not drama, okay? But since there are some of you that I feel deserve to know, and for some reason, since people are not coming to me and emailing me with questions when they are concerns, because I don't understand how you can be like a follower and a number one Ziggy fan since day one, and then overnight you have all these issues.
They're not the ones with the issues. And for some people, apparently it has been overnight. A lot of your so-called followers are people who have been kind of, they may have been watching you for a little while and then they stopped watching because of all the drama. And people actually tried to say that you were a true crime channel and they would come back when the drama was gone. You have it in your channel name, True Crama, a word you made up, crime and drama. They don't belong together. The people who have realized it suddenly, great. I mean, that's what the rest of us have known this entire time. Thank God other people are starting to see it now.
We're never a supporter to begin with, guys. I haven't changed. I'm the very same person, okay? My word is my bond, and when I tell somebody I'm going to pay them back, I'm going to pay them back.
I believe that. You are the same person that you always have been. I completely 100% believe that. From your first CPS report video, I knew who you were, and you're right. You haven't changed a bit.
Yet, well, no, I did not change my phone number. Yes, I did block Cyndi from my phone, from calling and texting.
Wow.
Why? Is because past very recent history shall show you that every single time I respond to a text or message from Cyndi, it ends up in videos and on community posts. It's just picked apart, and and I'm just done.
You're done. Look at Cyndi down here. Why? You left a bunch of nasty voicemails for Cyndi. Absolutely nasty. Now, I think Cyndi is mature enough that if you said, I'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with you that I will not record, and I would like it if you didn't record, and let's just have a discussion. I believe that she is mature enough to handle that. Are you?
I only need to talk to Cyndi about the loan, okay, right? And you guys heard the call. In the phone call, it was Cyndi who offered, and yes, I stupidly accepted a large loan, okay? It's not against the law, and it's not me doing anything wrong. It's just stupid. But that's my problem and something I have to pay back because, like I said, I'm big about character and doing what I say I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I promise to pay somebody back, that's what's going to happen. But also at the same time, I can't make miracles happen, guys. Okay? I mean, come on. Can we be a little bit more realistic?
Can you?
Please.
Can you be more realistic, please? Have you been applying for jobs? Where's the realism here? Do you think posting 3-minute... Do you see the strife your voice causes in my household? And that's something that would be waiting for you should you decide to take a trip.
Can I get a little bit of grace here? It's been a month and a half since Jim passed away, okay?
You're gonna be that's gonna be your go-to. How come so many people in your chat don't know what's going on? How is that possible? Maybe you have followers from like before that went away for a long time and now they're back and they're like, what do you mean, loan? What? Meanwhile, Cyndi's like, why are you not returning my messages? Black Belt BB, why won't you respond to Cyndi? Why aren't you returning her calls and emails? Oh, emails. You won't even respond to an email? I miss hearing your voice on messages. You were on a really big role. I really miss you. Hope you see this later if you watch back to see the chat. Kay's Candle. Has anyone ever seen Kay's Candle? Kay's Candle. Were you watching like a year ago? You just came back? Sheba Mom, it's only Ziggy and Cindy's business what goes on. Why does everyone feel entitled to know everything? Someone take the blindfold off of Sheba Mom.
I would also ask people, please stop talking about him if you don't know him. That's another thing. I got, because I also got a message that somebody said is now spreading a rumor about that I accused Jim of SAing me. What the fuck? I have never accused anybody of SAing me on YouTube ever. And definitely not Jim. He has never SA'd me. And that is absolutely disgusting for anybody to be talking about or making up. He is past. Why would you make up such a fucking sick... Ugh. Jim did not sexually abuse me. He did not physically abuse me.
Well, regardless of who's lying, because one of you are, I mean, you guys were best buddies for a year, so you know how unethical the other is. So someone's lying. I would pink butterfly. This is an excellent suggestion. I would go to the bank to get a loan, pay her back. Bank payments will be less interest than the card. That's what I would do. Just get Cyndi taken care of, get everything like cleaned up on YouTube, and have the bank to pay back at a much lower interest rate. But the thing is, I don't think Ziggy understands what interest is. I mean, Jason had none, and she didn't understand that.
Oh my God. It's fucking sick. Yeah, I was with a guy for 9 years who freaking SA'd me. That's insane.
Some women are, Ziggy. Again, there's a life outside of Ziggy.
Same. Anyway, sorry that did get me a little bit heated because I just thought of that when I mean, that really upset me that somebody would make up some stuff like that, you know? And I hope that you guys can understand why. But like I said, can you please be a little bit more realistic? It's been a month and a half since Jim passed, okay?
So is that an excuse for not finding a job? Because the rest of us out here, okay? The rest of us out here, when we have a death in the family, most companies will give you like 3 days bereavement, like 3 days, period, right? When I had a close family member pass, I had no days of bereavement. No days. And I was trying to take care of attorney appointments after work, before work sometimes. I mean, how long do you need? Not how long do you need? It could take years for you to recover. Does that mean that you just put off seeking to support yourself for that long until you feel up to it? That's not real life. Some of us out here have to go to work when we don't feel like it, have to keep working when we're depressed, have to keep it going. So no one has the patience for you to start feeling better. It's only been a month and a half, 6 weeks. I hope the rest of this video is going to outline your job search and where you've applied and interviews that you have coming up. I mean, that's the only thing that would really help you at this point to discuss that.
I accepted a loan that was offered to me, and I was so thankful at the time, and I just don't know how everything got turned like this, but it was several days before I had to even really use the money. I mean, she knew I had taken a big part of it off because we were gonna, you know, it's in the call, pay 2 months rent and the car, whatever. Anyways, in the call, she states, I asked her,
why are you going into drama? Why are you going into who said what, on what call, what was said, when? You need to be talking about how you're going to pay Cyndi back. No one cares about this. Well, I'm sure there were plenty of people in this community who care a lot about that. But really, the only thing that's going to make it somewhat feasible for you to come back to YouTube is to outline a plan of how you're going to pay her back. You're really focused on the wrong things. You need to wake the fuck up.
What I made sure to ask the questions. What's going to be the, situation? How's it going to work? Okay. We talked about that. She said, just pay the monthly bill. Okay. Well, I just paid the monthly bill a week ago. So why am I being harassed? That's why I had to block Cyndi, because I felt like I could block her for a couple of weeks because I just made a payment. I don't need to talk to Cyndi for the next couple of weeks. In a week or so, I'll unblock her. Because I'm not going to sit here and have because if she sends me something and I respond, just like I responded to her email, it ends up on YouTube and she plays the victim and it's like, hello, like, you offered me the loan, you're an adult, you make your own decisions like I make mine. Why am I responsible for another grown adult's decisions?
How much was your last payment, Ziggy? Because people keep saying $100. Was it only $100? Because I have a handy dandy calculator. I did look up the Venmo interest rate. It's a credit card that's backed by Synchrony Bank, which you have a collection that went to court about August 31st. It was decided in their favor. You still haven't paid anything on that. All right, so these are the terms and conditions for the Venmo Visa signature and Venmo Visa credit card. What determines which one you get is based on your credit rating. So offered by Synchrony Bank, the lender. And so we have different interest rates for the different account types that are available. And again, that depends on Cyndi's credit. So if she has excellent credit, it might be 18.24%. If it's not that great, 27.24. I would say if it's good, and they would have credit, there would be a threshold for each one. So when you open your account based on your credit worthiness and other factors, after that, your APR will vary with the market based on the prime rate, which is scary because that can fluctuate wildly. So, Ziggy, your due date is at least 23 days after the close of each billing cycle. We will not charge you on any interest on purchases if you pay your entire balance. Well, that's not going to happen. If you are charged interest, the charge will be no less than $2. So we have, you didn't take a cash advance. No, you sent that as a payment to a fake invoice to your so-called business, so that doesn't apply to that. Penalty fees, a late payment up to $41, returned payment. So if you write a bad check, that's $30. How your interest is calculated. Wow. For account type 1, which is the lowest interest, the APR for purchases is the prime rate plus 11.9%. As of October 1st, 2022, the daily rate for purchases was 0.4998%. So that's how you get the 18.24. And then, of course, it's a little bit higher for cash advances, but you won't be doing that. APR for purchases is prime rate plus 17.9% for account type 2. And account type 3, prime rate plus 20.99%. So I'll put a link in the description to this document. Ziggy, I would highly recommend looking this over. how and when to make payments. All right. So, yeah, you definitely need to read this over. I think it would be helpful in general for you to understand how credit cards work, because your credit history is clearly terrible. I mean, you had a judgment in a court of law on August 31st against you for a Synchrony credit card. So, all this like after Jim died, yeah, there was lots of fuckery going on right up until that moment. And your last payment on that was like in November, so of last year. So, okay, so we're dealing with one of these average annual percentage rates for the card, for the Venmo card. Okay, so I have another website I would like to share. It's very useful with ads, but it's a free service. This is called dollartimes.com. All right, so your current balance is $7,500. How long will it take to pay off $7,500 in credit card debt? So the current balance, new monthly charges. We're gonna say zero. Let's keep it at zero, please. Okay. Interest rate, your annual percentage rate. So let's go with the lowest. Okay, we'll start there. So 18.24. And I saw in chat that you're paying $100 a month, or that's all you've paid so far. So let's see how long it will take for you to pay this off. All right, so this is pretty clear. The results, your monthly payment is $100, but your new monthly charges plus financing costs are $114. At this rate, you will never pay off your debt. Never. Here is how your balance will change over time. So we started at a $7,500 balance. After a year, paying $100 a month, your balance is going to be, or Cindy's balance is going to be $7,683. In 5 years, we're going to be up to almost $9,000 balance, and that's paying $100 a month. All right, so that's at the lowest interest rate. Okay, let's go to the next highest one, which is 24.24. And let's say, right, you get your shit together and you're able to pay $200 a month. I mean, that's probably a little bit optimistic, as you said. Results. If you pay $200 a month, if it's this middle interest rate, it will take 5 years, 11 months to pay off your balance. You will pay a total of $6,669 in interest. Here's how your balance will change over time. So in 5 years, you'll be down to like about $2,000 for your balance. Now, I know you understand a little bit about the concept of this because you were talking about like a rent to own house when you were first moving out. And you said that, like, I don't know, that you just get screwed in the end. Like, you have a concept a little bit of like how paying less doesn't really work out in general. So if the interest rate is the highest, it's going to be 27.24%. And the monthly payment, let's keep it at 200 because, we don't want to put too much pressure on you. It will take you 7 years and 1 month to pay that off with a total of $9,479 in interest. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, let's go back to the best case scenario before everyone gets too depressed. So 18.24%, okay? And let's say like you apply for a job and like you're able to work in a grocery store, okay? And let's say you're able to make $250 a month payments. Let's see how long it would take to pay this off if you're able to pay that much. All right, so it'll take 3 years and 5 months, 3.5 years. If you're making $250 payments every single month, and if the interest rate of that card is the lowest available, 18.24. This is probably the best case scenario. So, like that person in your chat suggested, getting a loan from the bank, if you even can. If you can you? What's your credit score? Is that even a possibility? Like, even if you only paid 10%, can you imagine getting a 10% interest loan from a bank? Wow. Yeah. But I mean, that would be better. And most importantly, the most important thing is that you pay Cyndi and get rid of this and show some adult responsibility. Right now, you're showing none at all. So when Cyndi said you'll never pay it off, paying $100 a month, she's right. She's absolutely right. Your new monthly charges plus financing costs are $114. You will never pay off your debt. It's only going to increase. So you got to make a plan. You got to make a plan. You got to start to learn about money, Ziggy. You have to. You know, being a kid for 41 years, I'm sure was fun, but this is the time to grow up. All right, let's go back to your nonsense and see what else you got to say. I am hoping to hear about jobs you applied for, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, did you guys know they're getting rid of this red line? This is going away. Yeah.
You make your own decisions like I make mine. Why am I responsible for another grown adult's decisions? Guys, am I supposed to? I mean, are they really trying to say that are they trying to say that I was taking advantage, that she's like mentally not well and can't make her own decisions? Is that what they're trying to say? Why is Cyndi going along with this so easily, guys?
Doesn't matter. Pay her back.
This is just crazy.
It is crazy.
I hate this, guys, but I am gonna still be paying back the loan. Y'all don't have to worry, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. And if I want to block Cyndi for a couple weeks after I make a payment, I will. And I'm gonna be making more than monthly payments, okay? But right now, it's been I haven't even had a chance to get everything like situated. I mean,
it's only been 6 weeks.
$7 on YouTube in December. So,
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't know where. I mean, you guys, I have to come up, figure out ways to make up the money I'm not making on YouTube right now.
Yep, you do.
I have to focus on reselling. I have to get in a routine, because I was used to a different type.
All I'm hearing right now is eviction. This is all I'm hearing. Now, Cyndi did ask to come up on the panel. Of course, that's been completely ignored. Of course. So she's going to block Cyndi. Imagine, right? Imagine you apply for a loan from a bank or a credit union, and for some reason, like, they need to call you for their documents, but like you've been approved for the loan and you block them. Does that make sense? You don't block your creditors. That's a bad sign. That's a really bad sign, especially in a court of law. Someone gives you a loan and you block them. That's a clear sign that you don't intend to pay back. I doubt that Cyndi's harassing you. I doubt it. Beautiful noise. You can't make good decisions either, because you can't pay back the loan with $100 a month. That is correct. Oh, Rennie, Cyndi has respectfully requested you drop her a link, Ziggy. Nothing worse than not owning your own mess. Ziggy is not reading comments. La 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 la. So convenient you are looking at chat. I thought you had a business. She needs to get in a routine. She says she needs to get into a flow, into a routine. No, you need to fill out job applications. You need to go online and apply for anything that you're remotely qualified for. And you are going to have to leave the house. I mean, you do have a vehicle now, right? I mean, that's one thing that could have saved you a lot, because you really don't go anywhere other than your Suboxone appointment once a month, right? And I calculated the Uber from your town to that town, and it's $60 round trip. That's less than a car payment and insurance. Just an FYI. Everything else gets delivered to you, right? She said emergencies. DoorDash isn't an emergency in 2 weeks. You took $7,500. Who has $7,500 in emergencies? All I can think of, right? $7,500 that you had to spend like right then and there. You're in a foreign country. You broke a law, and you literally can't leave the airport until you pay some ridiculous fine. That would justify it, I guess. You know, in the United States, healthcare is very expensive, but they'll bill you. They will bill you. They'll all bill you. So you don't have to have cash up front. If you had like a gambling debt and someone was threatening to kill you, that could be an emergency. I was going to say too, like if your heating system went out in your house, but you're renting, so that doesn't apply to you at all. You wouldn't have to worry about that. Think about, Ziggy, what you made last year. Or how do you even know what you're making in December? It's only the 20th. You made 83 so far, you mean? I mean, if I made $83 for a month, an entire month, and that's all I had for income, I would not be, oh, yeah, this person gave me a loan and I blocked them because of the drama and this. I wouldn't have time. I would not have time to be getting online to spout this nonsense. I'd be working 3 jobs or whatever I had to do. All right, let's continue.
A routine and way things, you know, for 9 years. I have to figure out, you know, that's just how it goes. That's life. And I have to do it. It doesn't, you guys can be concerned and worried. I mean, I don't know why you guys are sitting there worried about, oh my God, how are you going to afford it? Oh my God. Why are you guys, can you, what? Why do you care? Why? It doesn't make me a bad person because I accepted a loan. You guys are insane. That's insane, guys. Absolutely crazy. And I'm so disappointed. I know I still have some mods on here who are that I've got to take off, Roswell being one. But because you guys, I mean, you know me better than that. You know me better.
No one knows you. And for anyone listening, if you're still supporting this nonsense, you don't know her. You don't know any of these people. You don't. You don't know what they do when they log off. You have no idea. If that perplexes you, look into parasocial relationships. It's a phenomenon where it's a one-sided relationship. You feel something for the creator. You feel a bond, a closeness. The creator or the celebrity, it's not reciprocal. That person does not know the same amount about you that you know about them. You know what they've told you. You don't have the opportunity to communicate back to them in an equal fashion. It's completely unbalanced. You don't know her.
Why are you Lady CG is doing exactly the word that she used to say 6-up did was dog whistling. She's doing it. The difference here is, though, is Lady CG is actually educated and not white trash, so people listen to her.
Not everyone does.
Nobody listens to because she's a crackhead.
Jesus. Okay? No one really listens to any of you.
She tried to say Jim essayed me, or that I said such a thing. It's just disgusting. Get a life, 6-up.
Get a life.
You sound like an idiot.
I don't think she's the one that said that. Now, look, I am not a 6-up Media fan at the moment, okay? I have a video coming out. I'm still editing it. I'm going to walk everyone through the deception, okay? It's coming. But I haven't heard her say that Jim did that to you. I heard Lady CG say that.
But that's the reason why so many people have, I mean, people, obviously, people, I mean, just, okay, look at the two differences. Lady CG, or the circle jerks, or 6-up. People are going to listen to circle jerks because...
Why are you talking about YouTube bullshit? That's... Quick message about the loan. Why are you talking about other channels? No one in the chat, well, you're not reading chat. No one in the chat is talking about other creators and your drama with them. They want to know about the loan. How are you paying her back, and when? How is this happening? Like you said, how is this gonna work? Can you tell us what the agreement was? How was it supposed to work? $100 a month? It's not gonna work.
Because many of them are very intelligent women, and with actual jobs. Or, with bills and things in their name, unlike...
You mean like adults? Adults? Wow, I had a job and bills in my name at 18 years old. Yeah, you probably can't fathom that though, huh?
6-up who should not talk about anybody. So people are believing them because these are supposedly supposed to be my friends, or were my friends. Oh, I must have did something really bad for them to turn on me. No, guys, I didn't do anything bad. What's going on here is a lot of miscommunication, a lot of confusion, and people are just it's like chaos. People are seeing people get so heated and mad that they must think, oh my God, what did Ziggy do? She must have did something so crazy.
I don't think anyone's thinking that, really. I mean, and any confusion or miscommunications that's not gonna be cleared up by blocking people and not reading your chat and not responding to people. That doesn't help to clear anything up. At this point, if you truly think this is all one big misunderstanding, you're not doing anything to clear it up at all.
Gosh, that Ziggy. I still have yet for you guys to tell me one time. I have never scammed anybody on here ever. I've never not shipped a product. I've gave away thousands of dollars of product. Guys, give me a break, please. Okay. Good night. Everybody have a great Christmas. Please, life is too short to be, so consumed with this, for real. Guys, Jim's passing was a big eye-opener to me, okay? And I'm not saying that I don't have changes that I need to make, because I'm constantly taking inventory and bettering myself.
What? Oh my God. Wow. Quick message about bullshit. Okay. Now, Cyndi says, can I have a link, please? We can discuss this in front of God and everyone. You're saying that if you respond to her, if you talk on the phone, if you email her back, that it's going to be made into drama. Cindy saying, let's have a live conversation right now that can't be edited. But you can't face the music, period. How is Six Up involved? Yeah, you're bringing all these other people into it. Why? It has nothing to do with any of them. Please don't, this is Brittany, please don't twist this into another dry bag. You be fair, you decided to stay off YouTube. Yep. Nobody but you kept yourself from earning legitimate income on YouTube. Please learn to life. As usual, Renee is the voice of reason. Yeah, if a semi-retirement during the month of December, the highest ad revenue month, yeah, you're not going to get a great check. No, you're not.
That's what I want every single day. I try to be better than I was the day before. Guys, that's not, I don't just say this stuff. I try to actually do it. But you know what, you guys, many of you made your choice, and I am very forgiving and stuff, but there's some, like many of you that I just won't ever be able to look at you the same. I'm sorry. Like, you guys know me.
You won't be able to look at them the same?
Better. You know me better. And for you all to kick me while I'm down and dealing with.
Oh, she's the victim now. She's the victim now because her ex-boyfriend died 6 weeks ago. So everyone's kicking her. You took a credit card that was offered to you for emergencies. And you maxed it out in 2 weeks. $7,500. 54 of that was on burgers and fries. Are you fucked in the head? And you're the victim? Okay.
The hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my life. It's just despicable.
I am sorry for your loss, but I can't help but think at 41 years old how the death of a former partner is the hardest thing you've ever dealt with in your entire life. You've been very, very fortunate. Very fortunate.
And then people talking about if I was on, I've talked about being on Suboxone. I've talked about being on, that I was using when I first got with Jim. I've been a big advocate for Suboxone since the beginning of my channel. Why are you guys?
Then why were you outraged that it was brought up? Like you said that Cyndi had revealed that to people or something, but now you've been talking about it all this time and you've been an advocate? You know, some people do actually listen to what you say and they can see through all this bullshit and just pick out those parts. You have a lot of inconsistencies. And if you are continually taking inventory and trying to improve yourself, you need to learn how to take inventory. I don't think it's the way you think it is.
Acting like everything. So I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Stuff I've openly told you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right. These are always interesting, don't you think? I think so. There we go. All right. Are we on new? Yes. Okay. Lovely Lyric says, baby, those people are just gaslighting abusers. That's the thing about the internet. You know, you can find the most toxic, mentally, emotionally, physically stunted person who just spews bullshit and literally is incapable of looking outside themselves. And you will find people that agree with them and support them. I hope you don't let them upset you. I don't think they even care that them attacking someone as a group could cause someone to commit suicide. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is this Tabby? Have a Merry Christmas and let those losers enjoy gnawing the pound of flesh they've taken out of you. So they could feel like some moral higher up than you because someone offered you a loan and you needed it and took it. I'm sorry, people like that exist. Shelley Roberts, you Ziggy fucked up. Well, then shut up. Get a job. Very stupid. Money dried up, huh? Why do you go online talking about your BS? DD. Ah, DD loves Ziggy. Just reading the live chat. Some people are so misinformed. Well, if it's some big misunderstanding, let's clear it up. What needs to be cleared up? Where are people wrong? What does everyone have wrong? I still feel it's between you and Cyndi. The amount of judgmental people on this platform is saddening. Okay. Get a real job that takes out taxes and offers health insurance, life insurance. I mean, damn, who takes that much money from really a stranger? Yep. The interest alone is going to eat you up. Just saying. You are right, Southern L. We are anonymous. Emergency. Exactly. Emergency is Grubhub, prison calls, EVP toys, and $5,000. Leave YouTube, like you said. You don't belong here, mostly in the true crime community, because you're one step away from being a criminal. Thank you. She is a criminal. Here we go, 111. The best thing is to pay her back with the interest. She will be paying this off for a very long time. The interest is the real problem for me. She loans you money for emergencies. You know what an emergency is. You brought Jim up to all of us, so no people talk. I hope better things for you and little Ziggy, but the money thing is just too much. Maybe get a real job. It was okay when people cared about your money and gave money, but not now. I'm not against you, but some of this is on you and some is not. Get things together for yourself and not YouTube people. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Patricia, isn't it sad this day and age people have to know who you owe money to? We don't have to know, Patricia. In fact, I don't think anyone really even cared until she went live and talked about it herself. And she said Cyndi's name. No one has to know who she owes money to, or who you owe money to, or me, or anyone. No, it's not the internet's business, but Ziggy makes it everyone's business. Please pay Cyndi back the money you owe her and stop taking money from people. You are in the wrong. I'm unsubbing. You are crazy. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Ziggy and family, best wishes for a very Merry Christmas. Well, $7,500 should help, right? You won't come back from this. I will make sure. Oh, you are a scammer and will continue to be exposed as such. Get your daughter off TikTok. I have not seen Ziggy's TikTok yet, but I have seen her daughter's. Yeah, Ziggy needs to be a mom, not a friend. And you are who? Oh, Sheba mom. Go do something productive for yourself. Creepy that you're following a child's social media. You need to stay off. I'm not following her daughter. I couldn't go back and find that again if someone asked me to. But I found it. I was clicking around. I stumbled upon it. You'll find out soon, promise. All right. Okay. So that was. And she is probably going to let these comments go. She probably, because she can't stomach reading them. So they probably won't be deleted. And she doesn't have Julie Applewhite like policing the comments anymore. So we're at 14. Now let's see. All right. So some might be getting deleted. I can't imagine that no one has left one since we started reading, but yeah, that was not the move, Ziggy, not the move. And posting the missing kids, that's a page right out of Tiffany Marie's book. That's what she starts. That's what she like tests the waters with. Because who's going to thumbs down a missing child? Who's going to say that you're a bad person when you're posting missing kids? Guys, we need to find them. Be on the lookout. Like, the manipulation is real, and hopefully more people can see it now. Hopefully. 14 comments. I think these comments are going to be shut off. I think they're going to be turned off. All right. Well, that was, I didn't expect anything good, and I didn't get anything good. So, just a lot of flailing You know, just a child stomping their feet is what I heard. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. So, Ziggy, I'll put the link in the description to those online terms so that you can take a look, and a link to that calculator so that you can figure out what kind of monthly payment you do need to make so that you can really start to chip away at your debt. Don't leave Cyndi. And you say, I'm not going to leave Cyndi saddled with that, but it's 2022, right? The end of 2022. We could be in 2030 and you wouldn't have paid that off yet if you're paying $100, $150 a month. So you're going to have to figure something out. And I don't think it's trying to get into routine. Like getting into a routine now. No, if I took 6 weeks off of work, I have savings though. Like I could do it, but I wouldn't want to. But you allow yourself to wallow. You know, some of us have to grieve and keep going on with life. I would say most of us do. So you're very fortunate, but time is ticking. Your eviction notice is probably going to be posted pretty soon. The interest is building on that credit card. YouTube is not it for you. It's not it. True crime is definitely not it. I had said to someone that you should do celebrity gossip because celebrities know that they're going to be spoken about. They're public figures, so they kind of expect it. They might not like it, but it's what they have to expect. It comes with the job. Just go exploit some celebrities. Just talk some shit about celebrities. And you'll probably get a pretty decent following for that, Like Katie Joy or whatever her name is. Like she has a pretty decent following, I think, right? She's been sued a bunch of times though, but it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before the lawsuits start pouring in for you too. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.